Hello everyone, welcome in, welcome back. These messages riding on the frequency of love for the highest good. I'm so happy you clicked on this video today. I feel like there's no mistakes. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I pulled confidence here. This will be for someone who is very confident, someone who's seen as very confident. However, the energy of confidence is such an elusive one, right? Because we know like that it comes and goes, right? So just because you're seen as someone who's confident does not mean that you're someone who is always confident, and so for whoever this message is for, you really resonate with that. I feel like there's a degree of responsibility that comes with that, because you know that you're seen this way, because you know that people rely on you in this way, and like you know that people always have relied on you in this way. It's not like this is like a new thing for you. It's possible that this has been like a crippling thing for you too, because people see you as this confident figure that they don't even perceive that you would have any issues or need help or not be doing well, because I'm getting the energy that like you also didn't really feel like you were able, right, to even ask for help or something like in the moment when you did need it, if you needed it. And so this energy of confidence might have just been something that people perceived from you because it was something that you just had to carry. You didn't even really have a choice ultimately at the end of the day. Like, it was almost this like fake it till you make it kind of energy. And like, while a lot of it is you faked it and then made it, like you made the confidence. It's not like it's not a real confidence. It's just that like you have moments where you're like, I just wish that, like, I feel like for whoever this is for, like you wish you could have some relief or something, is what I'm hearing around that. Like you don't want to have to be the confident one. You don't want to have to be the one to carry the weight. You don't want to have to be the one to be resilient. You don't want to have to like you don't want everything to be hard all the time, and you're making things easier and easier and easier, and you're doing it with such good cheer and such imagination, and such courage. I was just gonna say courage, and I just saw courage here. Such courage and confidence, and I mean that energy of the confidence here. By earth and air, water and fire, let your confidence take light and burn higher. I'm definitely feeling into that energy right now here around like you just want to set stuff down. I get that, that's very real. It's like that good cheer that you foster, that you facilitate, that is endless. It is endless. At the same time, it's like this strange like curse or something. I just pulled best possible decision, which is interesting. Goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. I just got like this is like a strange thing. I've never had this before, but like it felt like a piano, but it was across my teeth. And it actually felt like sensitive. So maybe that's specific for someone. Take it what resonates, That's strange sensation. I didn't love that. Courage. Be shining brave and true and bright. Your courage now returns this night. This night. Your courage returns this night. Okay, so this courage and confidence feel like genuinely connected somehow for me right now. I don't know, I just feel like the confidence was the first card that came out, and then courage feels it's second to last, and best decision possible. Like, so after this best decision, I don't know. There's this energy of you just being brave because of how true you are. And I think that there's no wrong decision is what's happening here. It's like best decision possible, yeah. Goddess of the bow, help me know what must be known. But there you go, and like the energy of the teeth. I don't know if that's specific for someone or what, but there you go. I don't know, 18 could be significant, 32, 17, 41, 25. You have this kind heart about you, and this humor too, and this ability to surrender, and this ability to imagine, this ability to just cultivate some kind of inner strength out of what seems to be nothing, is what I'm hearing. Like, seems to be out of thin air. Like, it's like out of thin air. Like, where does this come from for you? You know? I'm getting the energy that a lot of people are seeing you as someone who is just like full of inspiration, like never not inspired somehow. And it's like, how is that possible? It just is for you. You show up as the best version of yourself every day. And you know what's interesting about that card? As soon as I said that, I also got the energy of someone who's just like, who's completely obsessed with themselves, even when they show up looking like garbage or some shit. Like, they don't even care. They're just like, I don't care. Like, this is so random, but I'm getting the energy of like, I don't know, like, I don't really want to say it, but I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But I'm getting the energy of like someone who just knows, like, you're the billionaire with like a t-shirt, you know what I mean, at the coffee shop, but like no one would know that you're the billionaire, you know what I mean? Or like you're the tarot card reader who, like, you know what I mean, consults for like billion-dollar businesses and shit, like straight up, you know what I mean? That's dead ass how I feel like I should be sometimes. That's why I said that. So just but for real, like, I literally think that like that's who I see that. And also 2020 here on my clock here. So there you go. I mean, confirmation for me on that. I really do think so. Right, for what I'm about to say is like legit. I feel like I speak to a collective. I said this in the past too long before anyone was watching any of my videos, but I said like I feel like I speak for people who, you know, who could be running billion-dollar businesses from their fucking laptops on some coffee shop in, you know, rural, wherever the fuck. And people would just never suspect you. They just don't even understand who you truly are. You're infinite. You're like the ocean in that way. Just full of mystery, but full of wonder, but full of ancient knowledge. Forgive me, a few words came forward. Genius. Power. I feel like when you show up as the best version of yourself every single day, even when others, like, here's the thing. Someone might perceive you, you just have an inherent way about you that makes others want to be better. And so when you are showing up as the best version of yourself, when you're like unshowered or some shit, I don't know, let's say unshaved, you know what I mean? You should shower. Everyone should shower. But unshaved, not everyone can get a shower too, by the way, so just want to be clear on that. You know, if you're able to take care of yourself, I feel like I do speak to people who, no matter where you are, like, just socioeconomically at all, you do feel good taking care of yourself, like, in these ways. It's just something that you inherently enjoy, you know? I feel like it gives you this, it allows you to like take one thing off of your plate. Does that make sense? So like if all of that's together, if you're looking good, then you're feeling good kind of thing. if you're looking good, then it's easier to feel good, like, for yourself. It's not like a vain thing at all, but it just gives you this power. You show up as the best version of yourself every single day, and like I was saying, like, you don't care at all. Like, you might, like, this might be specific for someone, 10-10 on the timer, so okay, confirmation. Like, you might show up hungover or something like that and just be like, I don't care, I love myself, whatever. Here I am in my sweats and like I look like shit, so I know you're gonna love me anyway. I already know I'm like the most interesting person here, so whatever. Deal with me, love me. I know you will. Okay, so the energy here off this like best decision possible too, I just want to leave you with is like, whatever this decision, there's some kind of decision here that wants to come forward for you around like whatever this is that you're continuing to like cultivate inside of yourself here. And I'm getting the energy of like every decision that you make is correct right now. You're in a space right now where like things are just flowing for you, things are just working for you, things just work out, and you're learning that like things always have worked out. It's like you're remembering that things always have worked out. 11-11 on the timer, confirmation, even when they haven't. Like when someone else again like might perceive you to be like hungover or whatever, like you're a mess, and you're just like, I was out celebrating the fact that I just like, you know, my investment like, you know, fucking made me millions of dollars or some shit. Like, that's like the type of energy that you're on. You're like, that's why I'm hungover, but you perceive me to be like some mess. And you're just like, you just couldn't be further from the truth. You have no idea who I am. And I think that you're learning to like that fact that you've like always been perceived as someone that you're kind of like not at all. You're like you're learning to like live in that and actually understand that that's how people perceive you, and like almost take joy and pride in it, because the fact that people want to constantly figure you out is something that you've just lived with for your entire life, and now you're accepting that people want to figure you out and you're like not letting them. So it's this beautiful thing, 12-12 on the timer, confirmation, where they like are dying to know more, but they like had a chance to know more, and when they knew more they like they just were kind of like, I don't know, flip it with you and your time and just disrespected you kind of. So now when you're a little bit more selective about all of that, it just like is really confronting for them, because they start to think like, oh my god, like what did I do? What was I doing? What was I ever doing? Is kind of the question that comes forward here. And that's just you sitting in your grounded confidence and courage and just having good energy, good demeanor, good cheer, you know what I mean? And just accepting your fate, no matter what that means for you. So this was this felt general. I mean, you guys can let me know in the comments. A lot of times I feel like I'm doing general readings and then you guys are like, that felt like a specific reading. I'm like that, they're like, that felt like a personal reading, and I'm like, well, I don't pull any punches here, I'm just doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm pretty transparent about what's going on here on the channel. I've got lots of other types of videos on the channel here too. If you guys like the energy, you like the vibe, you want to stick around, see another reading, you're more than welcome to do that. If you want to see creative process vlogs, they're over there on the channel as well. If you want to have creative conversations, they're over there on the channel as well. Or if you never want to see my face again, that's totally fine too, and I'm just going to wish you the best on your way. So take care, and I hope to see you in another reading or another video, or maybe in person sometime in life. I don't fucking know. Maybe we'll all get offline someday and start meeting each other. Alright guys, take care, bye.